So you've been researching Airedale Terriers. Maybe you've watched a few videos, read a couple of breed profiles, and thought, yeah, I can handle this. And look, I get it. They're stunning dogs, confident, athletic, that wiry coat, that beard. But here's what those polished breed guides don't tell you. Airedales will test you in ways you never saw coming. Some of it's hilarious, some of it's exhausting. And a few things genuinely surprised me. Let's count them down. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The stubbornness is real. Everyone says Airedales are stubborn. What nobody explains is how it actually shows up in daily life. It's not that they can't do what you're asking. It's that they're weighing the request. Is this worth my time? Do I feel like it right now? My Airedale once sat and stared at me for a solid 45 seconds before deciding a sit command was worth honoring. They're not being defiant, they're being deliberate. This is a dog that operates on its own internal logic, and once you accept that, training becomes a negotiation rather than a battle of wills. Number 9. The intelligence is overwhelming. People love the idea of a smart dog. What they don't prepare for is the reality of one. Airedales figure things out fast, disturbingly fast. Door handles, latches, child-proof cabinet locks. These are puzzles, not barriers. If you leave your Airedale bored for too long, don't be surprised when you come home to a problem they created and then partly solved themselves. The intelligence cuts both ways. It makes them incredible companions and genuinely engaging to train. But an understimulated Airedale is a creative one, and their creativity is not always in your favor. Number 8. Independence isn't aloofness. A lot of new Airedale owners panic around the 6-month mark because their dog isn't Velcro. They don't follow you from room to room. They don't need constant reassurance. And if you're used to Labradors or Golden Retrievers, that independence can feel like rejection. It's not. Airedales care deeply. They just express it differently. Mine will check in periodically, make eye contact like he's confirming I'm still there, and then go do his own thing. It's a more measured affection, and honestly, once you understand it, it's kind of refreshing. They love you, they just don't need to perform it constantly. Number 7. The energy doesn't plateau. You expect puppies to be energetic. What surprises most owners is that Airedales don't really settle into a calm adult phase the way other breeds do. At 2 years old, mine still has mornings where he acts like he's never seen the backyard before. They were bred for endurance, long days of hunting across varied terrain. That heritage doesn't disappear because they live in a suburb now. A 20-minute walk won't cut it. These dogs need sustained physical and mental engagement daily. Fetch, swimming, hiking, agility, whatever it is, it needs to be enough to actually tire them out. That's a higher bar than most people anticipate. Number 6. Grooming is a commitment. The Airedale coat looks relatively low maintenance in photos. No dramatic shedding, no fur tumbleweeds across the floor. What people don't mention is the actual upkeep required to keep that coat healthy and shaped correctly. Airedales are traditionally hand-stripped, which is a time-intensive process where dead coat is pulled out rather than cut. If you go the clipping route instead, the coat texture changes over time and the color can soften. Neither is wrong, but you need to decide. And you need to be prepared to either learn the skill yourself or pay a groomer who genuinely knows the breed. This isn't a brush once a week and you're done situation. Number 5. They're protective without being aggressive. Airedales have a protective instinct that doesn't announce itself right away. They're not immediately suspicious of strangers the way some guardian breeds are. But pay attention. There's an assessment happening. They watch, they read body language, and if something feels off to them, they let you know. What's interesting is that this protection is measured. My dog has never shown aggression unprovoked, but the few times someone approached in a way that felt wrong, his whole posture shifted. No barking, no lunging, just a very clear, very calm statement of presence. It's one of the more impressive things about the breed. Quiet confidence is underrated. Number 4. Training requires creativity. Standard obedience approaches. Work fine to a point, but Airedales get bored with repetition faster than almost any breed I've encountered. Run the same drill too many times in a row, and they'll start improvising, doing adjacent behaviors, offering tricks you didn't ask for, or simply checking out entirely. The key is keeping sessions short, variable, and genuinely interesting. They respond well to challenge. Raise the difficulty, introduce a new element, ask them to problem solve rather than just repeat. Positive reinforcement works exceptionally well, but the reward has to feel worth it to them. High-value treats, real enthusiasm, genuine engagement. They know when you're just going through the motions. Number 3. Family life suits them. Here's something that surprises people. Airedales, despite all their boldness and independence, are deeply family-oriented dogs. They tend to be excellent with kids, patient, playful, and appropriately gentle when they read the situation correctly. They're big enough to handle rough play and confident enough not to be rattled by noise and chaos. What you need is a family that matches their energy and engages with them as a genuine member of the household. They don't thrive as background pets. If you include them, they give you everything. And watching an Airedale figure out the pecking order in a busy household is honestly one of the more entertaining things you'll witness as a dog owner. Number 2. The loyalty runs deep. You don't fully understand an Airedale's loyalty until you've been sick, or had a hard day, or sat on the floor for no particular reason, because that's when they show up. Not loudly, not dramatically, just there. Present in a way that feels intentional. I've had my dog ignore me completely for an hour and then park himself next to me the moment my mood shifted. They read people with an accuracy that's a little unsettling at times. This isn't a dog that loves everyone equally. They have a person or a family, and that bond runs genuinely deep. Once you've earned an Airedale's loyalty, it's one of the more meaningful things a dog can offer you. Number 1. They change how you see dogs. This sounds vague, but hear me out. Most dogs adapt to you. Airedales expect something closer to a partnership. They bring opinions, preferences, and a personality that doesn't quietly conform to your routine. It intersects with it. Owning one forces you to be more thoughtful, more patient, more consistent. You can't sleepwalk through training or engagement. You have to actually show up. And what you get back for that investment is a dog unlike anything else. Not perfect, not easy, but genuinely, authentically present in a way that makes every other dog feel a little simpler by comparison. They're not for everyone, but for the right person, they're exactly right. So guys, if you're seriously considering an Airedale, I hope this gave you a more honest picture than the typical breed overview. These dogs are a lot of work, and they're worth every bit of it. They'll frustrate you, impress you, make you laugh on a Tuesday for no reason, and earn a place in your life that's hard to explain to anyone who hasn't owned one. If you're already an Airedale owner, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what surprised you most. And if this helped, a like goes a long way. Subscribe if you want more honest content about life with this ridiculous, wonderful breed.